What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to the channel. Metri's back for another video. Today we are reacting to the Untold story of Lana Del Rey, the documentary. Y'all know I don't like to look up like stuff on celebrities because I don't care about their life because they don't care about me, so why should I? So we finna react to this together, man. If you're new, subscribe. 20K is on the way. Make sure you leave a like, man. Y'all know I love Lana. More Lana is coming on the way. Just be patient, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Just peep the albums we got left of Lana to do, and then you're gonna be like, okay, these gonna be some crazy videos. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come. But let's get into the video.
Growing up in the 2010s in the era of Tumblr, infinity scarves, and flower crowns, it's hard to not remember the influence Lana Del Rey had on the world and the internet when she first popped onto the scene with her viral self-edited song Video Games, with her following album Born to Die then becoming an immediate international success. Lana Del Rey's melancholic, vintage, dreamy aesthetic was and is engaging and immersive, and helped to garner her cult status relatively quickly. To many, Del Rey has come to mean so much more than just a celebrity or artist, but someone who has an irresistible air of mystique within her persona and her music.
Yeah.
Her music has been noted by critics for its stylized cinematic quality, its preoccupation with themes of tragic romance, glamour, and melancholia, and its references to pop culture, particularly 1950s and 1960s Americana. All these factors helped Lana to truly make a name for herself in the music world and American pop culture. It can be really hard and sometimes honestly impossible to find a really well in-depth documentary made about Lana Del Rey that goes through all of her life. So today I wanted to basically create my own documentary and
talk to me.
Her early life, early career, and what led her to
damn, he got the baby pictures. Holy sh!
She is at today. Before in the second half, explain why I feel as though she does resonate with her fans, including myself, and why I do feel it is so powerful to so many different people.
Lana Del Rey is the GOAT though.
Lana Del Rey was born Elizabeth Woolridge Grant on June 21st, 1985 in Lake Placid, New York to parents Rob and Patricia.
Where the hell did she get Lana Del Rey from?
Lana had a pretty quiet early life because of her town's seclusion and very small population. Around the ages of 14 to 15, she began to develop an alcohol dependency, and she was then sent to Kent boarding school to help become sober. Lana has said, quote, "That's why I really got sent to boarding school, to get sober." Lana has said that she has had an early preoccupation with mortality and the idea of death, saying in a 2012 UK Telegraph interview, "When I was very young, I was sort of floored by the idea that my mother and my father and everyone I knew was going to die one day, and myself too. I had a sort of a philosophical crisis. I couldn't believe that we were mortal. For some reason, that knowledge sort of overshadowed my experience. I was unhappy for some time. I got into a lot of trouble. I used to drink a lot. That was a hard time in my life."
Damn.
Anyone who is also hip to Lana's unreleased canon can see her early boarding school experiences.
Ooh, y'all was telling me, speaking of unreleased, y'all was telling me to react to some unreleased Lana. I want to react to her whole discography before we get into the unreleased. So those are going to be like later videos, bro.
In her rebellious nature, detailed pretty accurately in the song by the same name.
Drugs, make love without teachers. Come on, baby, tell me where this tattooed ass feature.
Ooh, I heard what he was talking about with the Americano 60s and the like 50s type of vibe. I hear it in the music now.
When Lana left boarding school, she eventually moved to Long
She's
Island
so
to live
good.
with her aunt and uncle while becoming a waitress. Lana eventually enrolled at Fordham University in the Bronx, where she majored in philosophy with a big interest in metaphysics. She's quoted as saying in a Rolling Stone interview, "I chose to study the subject because it, quote, bridged the gap between God and science. I was interested in God and how technology could bring us closer to finding out where we came from and why," end quote. Meanwhile, she lived with boyfriends and crashed on couches. She's quoted as saying, "I was writing for years, trying to figure out what I really wanted to say and why I was so consumed with this passion for writing and where it came from. It kept me up all night, so I was waiting to see why."
Damn, bro, this Lana lore is crazy right now.
Whole separate world.
A philosophy major?
Fit the baby doll dress for my ideal.
Del Rey slowly began writing songs and performing in nightclubs around the city under various names, such as Sparkle Jump Rope Queen and Lizzie Grant and the Phenomena. In a 2012 interview for British Vogue, she said, "I was singing, but didn't plan on pursuing it seriously. When I got to New York City when I was 18, I started playing in clubs in Brooklyn. I had good friends and devoted fans on the underground scene, but we were playing just for each other at that point, and that was it. Lana eventually got a recording contract with 5 Points after submitting acoustic demos and used the $10,000 she received to move into a mobile home in North Bergen, New Jersey, and began working with producer David Kane. Del Rey graduated from Fordham with a Bachelor of Arts degree in philosophy in 2008, after which she then released a 3-track EP, Kill Kill, as Lizzie Grant.
She was Lizzie Grant. She went by so many different names.
David asked to work with me only a day after he got my demo. He is known as a producer with a lot of integrity and who had an interest in making music that wasn't just pop, Lana explains. When asked about what inspired her stage name, she is quoted as saying, "I wanted a name I could shape the music towards. I was going to Miami quite a lot at the time, speaking a lot of Spanish with my friends from Cuba." Lana Del Rey reminded us
Boom, and I be hearing her speak Spanish in the music. Okay, this makes sense. This is beautiful.
Of the seaside. It sounded gorgeous coming off the tip of the tongue. With some marketing
Lana
help from
Del
her
Rey.
father, she released her first album titled Lana Del Rey, noticeably spelled with an A, in 2010, which was also available on iTunes.
Why she go
The
E?
record did pretty bad and was eventually pulled from all platforms because, in Lana's words, the label was unable to fund it. Lana was
Damn.
eventually able to get out of the record deal with 5 Points, where she felt as if, quote, nothing was happening, and shortly after moved to London, where she met more friends and even acted in a short film called Poolside. Although Lana had bigger aspirations for her work and her career, the success
She just moved to London? Just what the fuck? Okay.
an opportunity she desired lagged behind her. This was all about to change for her in October of 2011, however.
This song was so hard. Oh, fuck! Fuck your commercial, man. Damn it.
Lana uploaded the self-made music video for her song Video Games to YouTube on October 16, 2011, which features vintage stock footage of playful scenes of America interspersed with shots of her singing on her webcam. Video Games became a
Damn, look
viral
how
hit
young
sensation,
she
and
looked.
For a minute, it seemed like it was impossible
It's crazy because she still looks so good.
to get away from,
I
especially
feel
on
like she
sites
looked
TikTok
better.
and Facebook. She says on the
Now.
song, "I just put that song online a few months ago because it was my favorite. To be honest, it wasn't going to be a single, but people have really responded to it." In October of 2011, she signed a joint deal with Interscope Records and Polydor to release her second studio album.
With Interscope?
And this brings us to the infamous SNL performance.
Is
of
she
the
dropped
evening.
that?
Blue jeans, white shirt.
She dropped this? She dropped Born to Die when she signed? Stop it. Stop it. What? What an album to just throw out there, you know what I'm saying?
Terrible, vocally shaky, and a manufactured fraud.
Hold on.
Please stay here.
Many critics claim she sounds absolutely terrible, vocally shaky, and a manufactured fraud. Wow, watching this singer...
What? What? You shitting me.
on SNL is like watching a 12-year-old in their bedroom when they are pretending to sing and perform. Hashtag sign of our times. Wow. Actress and musician Juliette Lewis. Lana did eventually
Fuck Juliette!
that she is more of a musician and not a performer, and that her true fans already know this. Nonetheless, Born to Die was released worldwide on January 31st, 2012 to commercial success, charting at #1 in 11 countries and debuting at #2 on the US Billboard 200 album chart, although critics at the time were divided. Born to Die was a blend of cinematic strings, overlaid trip-hop beats to the backdrop of poetic old money and Western Americana music videos, which made it especially successful on the internet and social media sites. Born to Die ended up selling 3.4 million copies in 2012, making it the 5th best-selling album of that year.
Ooh.
In the United States, Born to Die charted on the Billboard 200 well into that same year, lingering at number 76 after 36 weeks on the chart. Lana
Bro, around 2012, bro, I was listening to Chief Keef. That's when Chief Keef would start going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But wow. 2011, the other spectrum of music, just like seeing this and how I like Lana now, it's crazy, bro.
Did go on to release multiple other albums, including but not limited to the Paradise EP,
Gas.
Ultraviolence,
Gas.
Honeymoon, Lust for Life, NFR, and many others, leading all the way up to this year. She gained even more acclaim with her radio hit Summertime Sadness and her work with soundtracks such as Baz Luhrmann's The Great Gatsby, writing Young and Beautiful, and Disney's Maleficent with Once Upon a Dream. Lana even went on to film Tropico, a musical short film directed by Anthony Mandler. I was first introduced to Lana Del Rey in 2013, a couple months after moving from my hometown
Damn,
in
I'm
Key
a
West,
late
Florida,
bloomer.
to Lewiston, New York, which is a very small town in the greater outskirts of Buffalo. As someone who is Cuban and from South Florida, moving right up to the border of Canada was a very hard culture shock and caused me to become very melancholic about Florida, and for the next couple years I began to obsess over where I used to be compared to where I was now. Hearing Lana echo experiences of traveling around the country, especially the South, South Florida, and the Keys, felt comforting and relatable. Moving from a place where Haitian,
Cute Florida
Dominican, and
kilos.
Cubans were the dominant ethnicities to a farm-like village with a population of mostly 98% older white people was definitely alienating, so hearing her romanticize and sing about her Cuban daddies or time spent in the Keys made me feel understood and seen.
It's funny how her music, like, it speaks to people in different ways. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Different perspectives of life is funny. Especially, like, when it comes to music.
Del Rey's music, and especially her unreleased
Because everybody got
music,
different
have
music
these
tastes, you
undertones
know?
of a longing to recapture old times and experiences traveling around the country, which reminded me of how I felt about being uprooted from my hometown and wanting to move back, and also about my travels around the US from LA, New York, and Chicago to Georgia, the Midwest, and Texas. This moves me to
Man,
a
she
bigger
looks
point
so
about
good.
why I believe Lana has so much underground as well as mainstream appeal. Lana Del Rey has this ability to recapture and accurately express the emotions of being trapped in a melancholic-like state of mind, longing for a time or a place that has long ago slipped away, but that you can never truly move on from, making you feel almost frozen in time. This intoxicating romanticizing of the past can feel like a drug, and sometimes it can get debilitating. I feel as though many teens can relate to this sort of feeling, as they themselves are basically going through one large transition, feeling torn between their happy and cheery childhood and the mature, mundane structure of adulthood. Add on top of that the hormones and mental ups and downs from the teenage experience, and it can be easy to find yourself romanticizing and missing the happier, colorful times of childhood, like Lana's longing for a past time, or relate with her dramatic, cinematic, and clingy romantic lyrics that describe someone you'll never truly stop loving or chasing.
Damn! Okay, that was hard. That was hard, bro. I got a quick question. How old were y'all when y'all first found Lana Del Rey? Let me know down in the comments. But the way he just explained that on, like, her perspective of, like, what he thinks the music mean to him is crazy. Because, like, although we can have the same music taste, we can have a different outlook on what that music means to us at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's so hard. And I be seeing y'all debating the comments as different Swifties. Y'all don't know how different y'all are. It's pretty crazy. A lot of y'all feel like y'all be on the same page, but y'all really don't.
Let's be real, all of us had that cringy ass moment when we were teenagers where we had this crush that we were obsessed with in middle school or high school. Can really relate to how the drama that we find in Lana's lyrics when she's singing about this clingy sort of love or pursuit of a person that you really can never let go of.
We've all been there.
Another big shock for me after moving was the difference in culture. South Florida culture is so far removed from what is seen as American culture in so many ways. The culture is heavily influenced by the tropical Caribbean and doesn't feel like what we would see in shows and movies that show what American life is like.
I've never been to
very out
Florida.
of place, and again, would depressingly reminisce about where I felt I was supposed to be. Lana in a way helped me to see the beauty in the Americana in a way to reclaim my happiness and outlook on my life. I felt American society, quiet suburbs, yellow school buses, American flags, and small forgotten towns, like the one that I now lived in, were boring and unrelatable. She helped change my perspective and to see these sometimes mundane aspects of American life from a more romanticized angle.
That's crazy that her music got so much influence of his
One of Lana's
life.
most interesting aspects is her ability to romanticize seemingly monotonous and common experiences. Especially when listening to her unreleased music, you find things like going to the gas station and getting Slurpees.
Give me coffee, you toddler. I'm the kind of girl you dream.
Damn, I gotta listen to this.
What I dream of.
Chill. I don't want to hear this. I want to hear this on my own. I want to hear it on my own.
Organs playing.
Dancing around a trailer
My
with
bad.
Christmas lights on.
Dance at night, back in
I don't want to hear these, man. I want to hear it on my own, bro.
Christmas lights on my teal green tray.
I don't want to get any
Or
spoilers.
even going to the 7-Eleven.
Come on, man. Damn. We gonna get to
Sounds
these
so
though.
surprisingly beautiful, poetic, and significant. This is very appealing to many of us that are tired of the unattainable, materialistic, and vapid claims to power and wealth in nearly all other forms of music today. This ability
Okay.
to reclaim the narrative from the common...
He didn't have to shit on rap like that. I'm not gonna walk past like that. You know what I'm saying? Rap is fucking iconic. A lot of cultures take from rap. A lot of people dress the way they dress because of rap. A lot of people talk the way they talk because of rap. Rap has a lot of influence. I'm not gonna let anybody shit on rap. Although I be shitting on rap sometimes, bro. Saying like, you know, they be saying the most repetitive things and like it's the same drugs. At the same time, rap really changed lives. And without rap, a lot of stuff wouldn't be the stuff that it is today, honestly. We can really say that.
This expensive car or clothes or shoes to be beautiful and happy, to more of a your middle to lower class existence and all the tiny pleasures within it are just as beautiful mindset is so refreshing and validating. This makes her have so much more
But I
of a
understand
wider
what he's
appeal and
saying.
relatability to many people, being that the majority of the US is lower to middle class. Romanticizing of one's life can also dramatically help one view their situation in a different light and can even help someone cope with depression and dissatisfaction by reinforcing a belief that there is beauty in all things and all levels of life, not just the rich, unobtainable one.
The girls and the gays, this isn't for me, but we can see what he say.
Another fact that's pretty hard to ignore is also Lana's large percentage of gay fans.
But yeah, I seen a lot of you know, Pride Flag members in the comments, man. Shout out to y'all, you know, for messing with the videos.
Adored by gays and girls because of her love for the classic feminine aesthetic and the sometimes wholesome, vivid imagery about love and relationships.
Come on, man, why he playing the unreleased?
That I think a lot of women yearn
She
for.
just said
and a lot of
Biggie Smalls. See, look at the influence in rap. Like, come on, man. That bar would have never happened if rap wasn't a thing. Like, and he needs to stop playing the unreleased, man. We gonna get to the unreleased on our own, cuz.
gays feel as though we can never really have or find. This is because, in my opinion, gay culture can feel hypersexualized and extremely shallow at times, so music that describes true love, chivalry, and innocence can be very appealing and feel like a breath of fresh air.
Hold on, bro. Am I the only straight Lana dude fan on YouTube? Like, let me know, bro. I just might be. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to think about it or like do some research, but I feel like I am. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And we gotta prove to the Mexicans how Mexican we are, and we gotta prove to the Americans how American we are. We gotta be more Mexican than the Mexicans and more American than the Americans, both at the same time. It's exhausting.
Being
Type
Cuban
shit.
American, I also felt torn between these two separate identities, and I felt as if what was, again, constantly displayed as American culture on movies and in television was something that was really foreign and unrelatable. Like I said earlier, Lana helped to portray a new Americana that isn't limited to the pristine, unrealistic, idealistic lifestyle of the past. She was open about all aspects of her life, the good as well as the bad, and unapologetistically stood by them instead of hiding
A$AP
them to
Rocky?
preserve a certain type of image. Her experimentation with many
In
different
the video
genres,
with Lana
including
Del Rey, what the
pop,
fuck is
hip-hop,
going on? What the fuck? What the fuck?
show an attempt at including other sometimes
What?
show an attempt
Oh, this nigga A$AP Rocky, man. Somebody stop this man. Oh, man, he kissed my old lady, fool. Cuz, you got Rihanna, bro. He had Lana. He on some Lana. You know what I'm saying? He kissing Lana, cuz. Like, what's up? When was this? When did this, like, why? Why did this happen? When did this come about? Where was I?
show an attempt at including other, sometimes left out categories as just as beautiful and romantic as the likes of Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, JFK, and other romanticized American icons.
What
when
the
American
fuck?
society tends to culturally exclude immigrant or non-white cultures, forcing them into their own separate box, I see Lana's blending and appreciation of them to show that they are just as American and beautiful as the other mainstream Anglo-Saxon cultural aspects.
This is
This
crazy.
synchronization of different sounds and romanticizing of cultures that are typically discriminated against in America, specifically in my case Latino, seems so refreshing to me. This is also not to say that that was her intent or her mission, but just what I personally gained from it.
Like, my mood is so thrown off right now after seeing that. Like,
And an obsession
why?
with freedom that terrified me to the point that I couldn't even talk about.
Lana Del Rey's obsession with the idea of freedom is another very consistent aspect in her lyrics. She constantly repeats the idea of starting over, driving and being on the road, or having nothing to lose, that it can begin to feel like a mantra at times.
Type shit.
There is arguably nothing more American than the idea of freedom that being able to drive anywhere at any time offers.
Yeah.
This concept of dropping all the petty and mundane aspects of your life in exchange for a wide open freedom where only you and your lover or close friends are all that matter is a very relatable and engaging idea that many of us can agree with and desire. Who hasn't felt so overwhelmed with their job, family, or life to the point where they just want to drop everything and move to a new city to enjoy the freedom of not knowing who you are and being able to rewrite your own story and reclaim your own personal narrative. Whatever you want to call her, Lana Del Rey, Lizzie Grant, or Sparkle Jump Rope Queen, I think we can all agree her unique
Sparkle Jump Rope Queen. That's what we're gonna start calling her now. So we not calling her Lana Del Rey. One day, if y'all might see an album reaction titled "Sparkle Jump Rope Queen, Lust for Life," or "Ultraviolence." I said ultraviolence. We already did ultraviolence. Ocean Under. Did you know there was a tunnel under? You know what I'm saying? That album, nigga. That's what we're gonna call her now, though.
take on songwriting and her outlook on the world have set her miles apart from her contemporaries. She began her musical journey on a more indie and underground note before transforming into a polished representation of classic American Hollywood and then moving towards psychedelic rock and Baroque pop into where we find her today, slipping back to her original indie roots with her albums Blue Banisters and There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard, which sonically echo her first album, Lana Del Rey. The way in which Del Rey is able to create a unique sound that isn't wholly one genre or another truly sets her apart from her peers in a world dominated by the cookie-cutter template of hip-hop and electronic pop. She pays homage to a bygone American image sprinkled with modernity and to a type of life where the small things are romanticized simply because they can be and not because it's what society
But ASAP Rocky though?
She speaks to an entire generation because of her ability to create music that cinematically and authentically tells stories, which create stark contrast to the shallow, inauthentic, materialistic music and culture that we are drowning in our world today. So yeah, that was my attempt at making a small little documentary.
Alright, man. Shout out to bro, man. Let's give him a little shout out. Face Tat Philosophy. Man, appreciate you. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Lana Del Rey, please. Man, Lana Del Rey. ASAP Rocky can get a kiss. I know I can. You know what I'm saying? Lana Del Rey, hit me up, man. Again, in my comment section. Email me. Whatever you want to do, Lana. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near ready to put my phone number on the camera. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to call me on some shit, but I can't do that. But I love you, Lana. On bro. More Lana Del Rey is on her way. More album reactions on the way. More videos on the way like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I like to throw videos like this on the channel. Make sure you leave a like, bro. Come on, twin. We trying to... come on now, 100K. What the hell we doing? Let's get it going. Come on, man. Leave a like on the video, comment. I love y'all. I appreciate all the love y'all be giving me, man. Of course, y'all know how I get. More videos on the way. Metri out, man.